Hey everybody, sorry for the long delay. I kind of went through some crazy stuff. Ingrown eyelash, very painful. Went through that for a few weeks and couldn't make videos, obviously. Back to continue the alchemy series. I want to share 3 hermetic principles that I work with a lot. That's a big part of my filter. That's what this video incorporates. So, without further ado, I'm moving towards my Sigma, which I've been alchemizing myself towards that. To do that, you have to step out and be vulnerable. I did, and I paid the ultimate price for it. Sometimes when you offer something to somebody that's positive, if they're in a negative energy space, if they're always transmitting negative, it makes it very hard to get close enough to them to maybe put things in context. They never give you the opportunity to. So you have to just take it for what it is. All is mental. And I'll get into that principle here. I have a little bit kind of a limerick or a poem to go to it. Without further ado, here you go. All is mental. Everything begins in the mind. The universe is mental. An emanation of thought, intention, and vibration. My studio, my avatar, my commentary scrolls. They were all thoughts before they became form. I don't just build with my hands, I build with my will. Every glyph, every ritual, every protocol is a mental construct made real. I am the architect of my reality, and this sanctum is my mind externalized. The things that correspond for me. I'm a child of the muses, as much as I'm a child of Thoth. And I answer those muses. And I live by those frequencies. And Filitimo. And honor. Integrity. Honesty. These are principles, unfortunately, for some people. They find this criteria to be too high, too challenging. Again, all is mental. You can't do anything about what somebody else's perceptions are, only your own. The outside will reflect the inside. This gets into, correspondence, the principle of correspondence, which I did not list in here. In the next video, I'll get deeper into all 7 of the principles. But in the case of this video and in the case of this current situation that I'm alchemizing, I really only need to work with 3 principles in the beginning, because these are the 3 that the choices I have made have been connected to. An important part of all is mental. The most important part possibly is that it's the key to manifestation. If you set negative intentions, you'll get negative results. If you set positive intentions, you'll get positive results. If you stay neutral and go with the flow, you can get blown into either one. Do you control you? That is a big part of all is mental. And so we'll move on to polarity. Polarity is about staying in that neutral position most of the time, but having the strength to tell when you're being pulled too much in one direction or another on that pole. Everything is the same technically. Hot and cold are temperature. They're the same thing though. And when you don't feel hot and you don't feel cold, you're standing in the middle of that polarity. You are at the singularity point. So, from politics to all the divisive things in your life, slow them down and get to the middle before you decide to go fully left, fully right, whatever you want to call it. Polarity. Most things are the same. So, your donkey and your elephant are just 2 extremes of a central place, which is a good neutral place to be in. But don't get pulled into being a lapdog for either one of them. Don't carry water for somebody who's carrying nothing for you. You're just a pawn. Know that. Know polarity. Knowing polarity will help you own and control your own direction. You got to recognize the polarity in all things and move to the safest, strongest position in that pole. That's how I understand polarity. But here, let me give you a little poem I put together about polarity and how I put it to use. Polarity is the dance of opposites. Love and hate, light and dark, joy and grief. They are not enemies, they are twins. Every emotion I feel has its mirror. Every betrayal holds a seed of clarity. I don't reject the negative, I transmute it. Polarity is not division, it's the spectrum, and I walk it with sovereign stride. The next principle, all is vibration. All is in motion. Nothing is technically static, even if you can't see its motion. You can't understand its time. All is in motion. If you get stuck in your head and you get stuck on thoughts, and you get stuck in a place in the past, the present will pass you by and you'll miss the signs, the synchronicities, the paths that lead you to your better self, to a better outcome, to a better future. You can allow this to block your judgment. You can literally fall out of sync with current time if you fall too far into your head. Now, it is good to be mindful and to go internal, but if you don't have a formula and a system for managing those internal chemistries, and that's what alchemy is, then you can find yourself just blown whichever way the wind goes and not in control of your own destiny. And I will end this one with a poem dedicated to this principle. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. My thoughts ripple, my emotions hum, my studio pulses with sovereign frequency. Vibration is the language of resonance. It's how I tune my reality. When I raise my vibration, I shift the terrain. I don't chase outcomes, I tune the signal. Who drives? You or the outside? I drive myself. I'm not impervious to the outside. I absorb it, take it in, filter it through a well-formulated system, and transmute it. Okay, I want to go ahead and wrap this up. This ran a little longer than I planned, but I have been away for a month, and I apologize to everybody that's subscribed for that. You just have things that happen to you in your life like that. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, a great evening, and everything's going good for them. And you're having positive results of your efforts. I strive every day to have that, but you get into things happen to you. I will be back tomorrow with another video that's going to be completely different direction. I have an update on the flying spaghetti monster and some footage to put up on that sculpture. I also have a SketchUp that I'm putting up tomorrow, so you can anticipate 2 videos coming out tomorrow. And I'm actually going to get on a daily schedule of putting out videos. Part of building the studio is getting ready to do this every day, and here we are. I'm going all the way now. Bye, y'all, and thanks to everybody who comes and checks it out and supports it and shares it and likes it. And I'm growing something beautiful here, and during this coming week, I will begin to show it to you. Peace, y'all. Love.